bing, pops into existence like a phoenix from the flames. I don't know. Hello, it's Michael. I have a bit of a cold, and thus I apologize profusely in advance for everything that's going to happen over the next however long we're going to be playing Prisma Arena solo for. Because, hey, look, here it is, y'all. Hope you're doing okay. Hope you had a good weekend. I have no idea how I got a cold. I spent a grand total of about 15 minutes outside over the course of the whole weekend and got rained on. So yeah, that's a win, I guess. I feel gross. Anyway, we're going to be doing some solo Prisma Arena today, as you can see. And yeah, I'm coming off the back of a win on Friday against Rory, which was good, of course. Also beat the solo mode last week as well, so we're going to see if I can do that again. I've got my characters already grabbed, and I'm just going to put these little ones back in the bag, like so. And let's grab Summit as well, go in the bag. Okay, so today I am soloing with Agla, who has the Warn ability. During a move action Agla performs, they can also target a friendly hero within range. Move them 1 towards Agla, ignoring grappling. My mouth will work at some point. So that's pretty good for getting extra movement around the board. And then we also got Farg, the Angry, who I really like as a character, but I'm very bad at actually triggering and firing off at the right time. So their ability is Lash Out. When Farg is bounced, their hero must immediately blast or strike a rival or friendly character with force 1 to 3 if possible. The hero may move 1 space beforehand. So really good to sort of like get an extra attack in every once in a while. So we shall see how it goes. And good afternoon, morning, evening, Ken. How are you doing? Hope you're doing all right. Okay, so let's tilt the board up a little bit so we'll get a bit more of a view. We'll put my characters on, and let's see what we can do. All right, so my plan for this one is I'm going to sort of like try a run down the bottom and take this one out first. Then we'll follow up with a run up here to take this one out. Because basically when those two spawn in, they're the closest ones to us. They're the ones that put us in danger the most quickly. So if I can have Agla go first, then I can get like an extra move, like an extra step, which is super, super useful, of course. So how do I win? If you haven't caught up on a previous solo Prisma Arena stream, what I need to do is destroy 3 generators, which are these things, which are hidden underneath drones, which are these things. I can zoom in like that. So yeah, as you can see, they are on there, and if I destroy it, it basically goes like that. Is that the right color? Yeah, it is. They're in the right places. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so yeah, I got to destroy 3 of them to win. The drones have to get 20 points, which is scored by bouncing my hero and Mokon out of the arena. And whoever gets their objective done first is the winner. Okay, we'll be tracking damage and everything for the drone generators on here. The Prisma drones get 3 actions a turn, as indeed do I. And yeah, let's make the magic happen. See what we can do. Right, so I need to decide whether I'm going to go first or second, and the answer to that is I am going to let the drones go first. Because they're going to go like super automated. So if I start from the top and we do the yellow one. Oh, I need some cards. Forgot about cards. So let's grab some of them. We will shuffle up my deck. And as always, I'm going to stash my cards face up here so we can see them at any given time. All right, so I've got a Focus Blast, which lets me blast ignoring characters that are in the way, whether they're my own or other players, or in this case, drones. I've got sprint, which is super useful. Lets me do 1 to 6 spaces in a move. So I could actually use that to run straight to the middle and pull a power if I wanted to. And last but not least, I've got a barge. Okay, so another move one. Move 1 or 2, ignoring grappling, and then you can move an adjacent character, ignoring grappling, either before or after you move. Okay, so that's not a bad little selection of stuff. Of course, at the start of every round, so every turn in every round, the drones will draw a card, and they will do it if they can. All right. Otherwise, they will strike if they're next to something, or they will just do a standard move. All right, so this dual blast is actually pretty good. We want to get that out of the way. So they are all going to move, and I'll track it on the action dials down here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And they will always move towards the... they will always move towards the hero if it's pretty much the same distance. They will also just try and wipe us out. So because the blue one there is like one row above, they'll move down 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. So immediately they are closing in. All right, so Kent jumps in with a suggestion. Barge with Adler for a double move on your hero. I mean, that could be pretty useful, actually. That could actually be pretty useful. Now, if I do, it's going to put them in blast range immediately. So let's we'll go to the over the top view. And just rotate those around a little bit so we can all see them proper. Okay. I think that would be okay. I mean, alternatively, I could just sort of lure them in. Yeah, that's the problem is it's going to set me up to take damage, and I don't want to take much damage at all. What I'd like to do is probably move my hero out of line of fire, because if I get a if I draw either a blast or a strike for the drones on the next turn, because like the golden rule is you must always try and make your life as hard as possible for your hero, whether that's them taking damage, getting Mocons wiped out, that kind of stuff. So if they get a blast or a strike on the next card that they draw, I'm going to take a chunk of damage, and I don't want that. So how about we try and get my hero out of the way as much as possible, and maybe just wipe out one of these? I think that might be the way to go. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I am going to activate Adler first, and they're going to go 1, 2, like so. And then I'll combo them into the blast, because it'll take the blue drone off the board. Means we won't have to deal with it. And then I can get over to this side of the board as quickly as possible, setting up for a future turn. Okay, so yeah, it's not a lot of damage, but it does save my hero from getting smacked quite badly. All right, so we use the focus blast. That there, because it's been discarded to the opponent pile. We'll do the same thing for their dual blast, and that is done. All right, the Prisma drones will do their second thing. A grappled blast. All right, now that is actually perfect. If I hadn't taken out the blue drone down here, it could have got into position, grappled me, and then hit with the blast. This yellow one is just a little bit too far away. It's 1 square far away, and it cannot get me. So, oh yeah, I should do my free Adler move as well. Let's do that, like so. All right, so the grapple blast, it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And because it's not grappling, it's not in the 4 spaces directly adjacent to me, 1, 2, 3, 4, it cannot do the thing. So otherwise, they will just move as per normal. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so they're all sort of like centering in, trying to get our bold heroes as much as possible. All right. Now I could blow up the yellow one with my hero, which will save me from taking damage on a future turn, which is kind of what I need to be doing. And then I can actually make a bit of a run using the sprint and have them try and get up here, hoping to get an attack on the next round. Okay, so let's do that. We'll get rid of the Grapple Blast card because nothing will come of it. And I shall have my hero go first with a blast, taking the yellow drone off the board. Now, officially, I should be scoring points for these as well, by the way. So I will be the blue one. So I've got 2 points because I've knocked 2 drones off the board. I'm also going to take that around so we can have it just at the bottom. We've got a little bit more room for showing everything off down here. Okay, and yeah, I will. I'm going to chain that because that is what I can do. I'll chain it into a sprint because when I do a standard blast, it's got a little O there, and that O is reflected on this sprint card. What on earth is going on there? Well, I'm just going to put it here, and we all know what we're doing. So I can move 6 spaces, and one of those, of course, anytime you do a move, can be a diagonal. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which sets me up for the next turn just to hopefully blast one of those blast things straight into pieces, which would be great. Okay. All right. Third turn for this round from the Prisma drones. Let's see what they're going to be looking to do. Direct blast. Okay, not great because actually they can both get into line and hit me. So direct blast. Normally the Prisma drones will do 2 damage, which is a bit rough. With the direct blast, they'll be doing 3. So that can move, boomf, and hit my hero for 3. Because remember, they're always going to try and make life as difficult as possible for my hero, like so. And then this one can move 1, 2, boomf. I'm just going to take those off because my hero has been wiped out, which is not great. Their blasted blasts have indeed taken me down, and they get sort of like first points for knocking the hero off the board. So that is like quite nasty, to be honest. But hey, we'll persevere, we will survive. And what's nice is that direct blast card is going to go into my future draw pile. So yeah, it ain't great, but it is what it is. That's what training's about. You can't win all the time. Okay, so Farg is my last one to activate. So I should flip that around because that has been activated there for the drones. So Farg is next to go. So how about we have Farg just go 1, 2, 3, 4, and just try and head up, straight up, and depending on what cards we get, we'll see what happens in the next round. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Let us tidy up, resetting things for the next round. Okay. I will get to draw 2 more cards, so let's see what we get. Okay, direct strike, which is really nice. That would actually be enough for Farg to go up there and take out that thing, because each of the drone generators have 3 damage. And a dazzling blast. All right, so blast, then move the target one space, ignoring grapple. Okay. Next up, the drones will respawn on their spots if they got knocked out, and they have done so like that. And now it is time for round number 2. Which is a nice way to think about it, Ken. Experience is what you get when you don't get what you want. Yeah. It's all a learning experience. It's fine. Just like, yeah, I know, but I'm also getting my butt handed to me. Sorry, I hear noises. Dee Dee, is that you? Yes. Dee Dee, the cat, has snuck back in to say hello. All right. I want this drone off of the board, but I also want it off of this spot. I want it off the generator so I can send Farg up there to smack it. So this, yeah, I'm going to let the drones go first again. So let's see what card they draw. Evasive strike. Okay, so strike, then move 1, ignoring grappling. Okay. So the yellow one will move down. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do a strike. And we'll take 2 damage on Farg, like so. The pinky one will move. Oh, sorry, they have to move 1, so move out of range. That will do an evasive strike on Agla, hitting for 2. And then they can move around to keep them grappled. Actually, yeah, they would keep them grappled because they would get to do a strike at the start if they are within range. The purple drone will do a similar 1, 2, 3, 4, and that will actually end up taking Adler off the board, which is pretty rough. We're getting quite smacked up here. Not great. And then the blue one will go 1, 2, 3, 4, because the only thing that's left on the board is Agla, so it's going to, not Agla, Farg, so we'll try and take that out. And they get another 4 points. Is that Didi, get out of my laboratory! Man, it's been a time since I watched Dexter's Lab. It was good. I liked it. All right, so that's their first activation done. And they're like 50% of the way to a win already, which is not great. So we need to start pulling some stuff out and destroying some generators. All right. So is Farg going to be able to get up there and destroy things? At this point, no, not really. But what I can do is if I bring my hero in, because I'm behind the points, I get to draw an extra card. So let's do that. Spawn them there, see what card we get, because we'll be able to take out both of these in this activation. So we'll drag a card. Okay, so it's a forceful strike. Shift those over a little bit like that. So strike, then move the target 1, ignoring grappling. Okay, so my activation, I'm just going to do a normal strike, which takes the pink drone off the board, like so. So that is done. So yeah, when you respawn in, if you're behind in points, you always draw the card first, and then you make your decision what you're going to do. So yeah, that's pretty useful. So then I could do barge and go into a forceful strike. So yeah, let's do that. So I just wipe these things off the board as much as possible. So barge will go 1, 2. I want to hold on to that direct strike card because it means that a Mocon can take out a generator on their own. And do you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go there. So I can go 1 to 2 spaces. So hang on, let's have a look at this again. 1 or 2 spaces ignoring grappling. You can move an adjacent character either before or after you move. So the furthest I can get is, I'm just wondering if I can get into an attack position and then also set myself up to take out the blue one. I don't think I can. So let's just do the Forceful Strike combo into that, which is enough to take the purple one off the board. Just tracking that up there. And then I'm going to rewind that, you know. I am still going to do the initial strike and then a barge, but instead of going and attacking the purple drone down here, I'm going to go here and I'm going to take out the yellow drone with this Dazzling Blast because I've got the distance for it. 1, 2, 3, 4. It will take it out, and yeah, it means that I'm leaving myself open to getting attacked down here again. But it does mean that A, Farg isn't going to get killed. And it also means that B, Farg is going to be able to run up there and take a direct strike action and smack that thing into pieces. So that, I think, is a much better use of our resources and abilities. So let's make that happen. Because, yeah, Farg has basically got like a free run straight up now. So we're going to be cool. Right. The evasive strike used by the drones goes away. And it's time for their second activation. So we'll hit that. We'll see what card they get. And it is a weave. All right, so they are now going to come into position like so. And will attempt to take out my hero. Now, what I could do is actually bring Agla in, because these two are going to be focusing on just doing strike, like basic strikes on my hero. So I'm going to take a chunk of damage. What I could do is bring Agla in and do a strike, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Do a strike, take out the purple one, like so. Take that around, show what I've done. And we've taken a lot of drones out, which is, you know, what we need to do, but it's not what we need to win. So Agla can just do a basic strike, and that stops my hero from taking yet more damage. All right, there's only one drone left on the board. I will activate as per normal. Okay, so we rotate that around. We flip the card, and basically you draw the card regardless. This is just going to do a basic strike, but if a better option comes up in the solo mode, then we would do that instead. So they want to do as much damage as possible. With the throwing strike, it's strike with force 0 to 1, a friendly or rival character, then move the target 1 to 2 spaces, ignoring characters, grappling, and obstacles. I could have set that up if there was another drone for them basically to hit me for 1, knock me into the path of another drone, and take another 2 damage. But remember, we've always got to make it as difficult as possible for our hero. And for this one, it's actually easier to do just a basic 2 hits. So that is all good. Put that on the discard pile. And now it is time for Farg to do the thing. All right, so we've got a basic move, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then because Farg, when they do attack, normally does 2 hits, but using the direct strike, it will do 3 hits, and that'll be enough to wipe out the yellow generator, like so. Excuse me. That was incredibly loud. I apologize. But I did mute it, so you didn't have to hear my awfulness. Okay, cool. 1/3 of the way to victory. We get 5 points for knocking out a drone generator. So it's actually a tie. Not that points matter for us, but you know, it's nice to see how we're doing. All right. Yep. Yep. So when you deactivate a generator, flip it over and score 5 points, which is what we did. So let's put some hit tokens on the generator, like so, to show that it has been knocked out. So all good. Yeah, I'm very considerate. Don't y'all catching my internet viruses. I'm a good, polite boy. I try to be anyway. Okay. So that's the end of the second round. Let's do a reset again. Now, it does look pretty, you know, it's that whole sort of like darkest before the dawn thing. But I think we're doing okay. I think we're doing all right. Remember, we've still got the advantage as well. So things are looking okay. Let's see what cards we get. Another strike, an evasive strike at this point, and a focused blast, another one of them. Okay. I mean, not terrible. It would be nice to have a move to sort of combo and chain those together, but okay. Now, I do, of course, have the strategize ability. All heroes have the strategize ability. During a move action, you can draw one combo card, then put one card from your hand on the top or bottom of your deck. The hero may not combo during this activation. So I might actually do that just to sort of give ourselves a little bit more of an option. Meanwhile, we do have to respawn these 3 drones down here. So let's put them on there. First of all, matching generators if we have them. Pink one is up here. Purple one is here. The yellow one we destroyed, but because there's still a space available for them, it will actually spawn on the whatever color that was down the bottom. Blue. There you go. Really losing concentration. I can only apologize. All right. Okay. Now, assuming I let the drones go first, that will mean my hero will take 2 damage immediately, because this drone is going to do a strike, and I don't really want that. I could have my team go first, have Agla come in, sidle over, and use one of those strike cards. And to be honest, that might be the way to do it, because then that'll free my hero up to sort of run and try and take some stuff out. It also means that I could potentially take out this yellow one, because the yellow drone is going to come towards me. So yeah, okay, let's make that happen. All right, so Agla will do a little bit of a move, and remember, we do get that warn as well, but because I'm going to be moving, I could actually move them out of grappling, but it's not going to matter that much because we're going to blast the heck out of them. So let's have Agla move and then go into, that will be the best one to use, strike then move 1, ignoring grappling, or strike then move the target 1, ignoring, well, that doesn't really matter because that's going to get wiped anyway. So let's use the forceful strike, takes the blue drone off the board, like so. Does get us another point. Not that it matters hugely, but you know, useful for tracking when you get the extra card, that kind of stuff. And that will bring Agla's turn to an end. So we'll use that. That's going to go to the drones on the start of the next turn, so they will activate first. I'm going to have to be very careful about where I leave my hero and Mocon at the end of the turn. All right, let's have the drones do a thing. So they will do their first activation. We'll see what card they get. And it is a barge. Okay, so they're just going to do basic moves then. Just try and get as close as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4 to whatever is as close as possible to them. So this pink one, because it is way closer to Farg than it is to the hero, it will start trying to take out. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it might be an idea to actually have Farg run away because they've only got 2 damage left. 2 hits is all they can take. So it might be that that's what goes next. The purple drone. Now let's try and work this out. I'm pretty sure that it is closest to Farg. Yeah, it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that'll do a straight move across the way there. And then this one will just move into grapple position like so. All right. So that's them done for their first. This is going to be pretty rough. My hero is going to take 2 damage if I don't destroy the yellow drone. That's fine. It'll still mean that I'll be standing. Farg will take 2 damage. Will get wiped off the board potentially on the next round. So what do? The puzzle. The eternal puzzle that we strive to beat. I mean, I could have Farg like just run, and then I don't think he's going to be gettable. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Let's do that. We will have Farg just do a run. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that keeps us out of harm's way. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it actually puts us straight into harm's way, which is not great. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would protect us from that line of sight. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, either way, Farg is potentially going to be open for getting knocked out. So rather than, we should probably just have Farg destroy something. How about we use that Focus Blast card? We could go 1, 2. Actually, if we went here and then did the blast, 2, 3, 4. We'd only really be in danger if 1, 2, 3, 4. We would only be in danger if they pull a strike card. Okay, yeah, we're going to do that. We'll take out the. We'll use the Focus Blast. We'll take out the pink drone, like so. Knocks us up another point up there. And that's okay. That's all right. It's not perfect, but it's okay. Because, yeah, I mean, even if he does get hit, that means we'll get to wipe out the yellow one with no problem whatsoever. All right. So that was my second activation. Let's see how their second one goes. So, yeah, we do not want to see a strike card. And we don't get one. Perfect. Right. First of all, though, we do check to see if this is within range of doing any damage, and it will do 2 damage on my hero. Like so. Sorry, it's not my hero, that's Farg. Weak. Here we go. So that is that yellow drone's entire move. That's its entire thing. This, though, is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and grapple Farg. Okay. So Farg is going to get knocked, which is not great. But I was about to say that's going to be pretty useful for me, but it actually isn't spectacularly useful at all. If I could get out of grappling here and then had a move, I could have run up here, then when Far gets wiped on the next turn, oomph, that will blow up. But unfortunately, I don't think that is going to happen, my friends. So let us just activate my hero then. We'll just do a simple strike, which takes the yellow drone off of the board. Okay. Now that is not going to be good because it also means that I'm going to end up hitting Agla. But well, it has to play out how it has to play out, but that's okay. They will get their next activation, which is a throwing strike. Doesn't matter. There's only one drone left on the board, and that's going to take out Bug, like so, which gets the drone team another 4 points, like so. Okay. This is a toughie, y'all. This is a challenging solo. That gets discarded. That brings us to the end of the round. All right, so we tidy up. They will go first on the next round. Just ready everything up. Okay, I need to get some more cards. So flip these. Click it up and pick it up. Give it a bit of a shuffle. So those are 2 cards for this one. Okay, now that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. We could still lose on the first turn of the next round, but we'll see how it goes. We will give them a shuffle as well. Okay. And then we'll respawn the drones. So pink will respawn up there. So that we don't have to worry too much about right now. Blue will come back in to here, which we may have to worry about a little bit. We'll see, depending on what gets drawn. And then yellow will come back up here on the purple one, because that's where it goes. All right. They will go first. They will activate, and their card that they get, a move would be best. Saying that, a strike would also be okay. A blast would be quite bad, because that would mean that we lose immediately. Let's see what we get. Okay, move, perfect. All right, so it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not so great. Don't like that grappling vibe there. This will then race down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I would have preferred to have not gotten grappled here. But I think we might be able to get away with something. I mean, I could bring Farg back in. No, I can't bring Farg back in. That would be ridiculous. If I bring Farg back in, actually, if I bring Farg back in, I could wipe out both of these potentially. So we could do we could have Farg spawn in here, could move to here, do a strike, do a barge, and then do a blast, which would take both of them out, which would be pretty good, because it means that my team down here is protected. We'd have these to worry about, but I think that might be the way to go, because if I take one more hit on my hero, you know, I either activate my hero and wipe out these two, or I activate Farg, bring them in, and wipe out these two. If I don't activate my hero, this purple drone is going to do a strike immediately. That'll get me knocked off the board, and it will get the drones to win. So really, it's a matter of what do I want to do first. I kind of want to keep my hero free. So yeah, let's have Farg do it. We'll bring him in like so. Bump. We will have Farg move 1, 2. We'll do the evasive strike, which takes the blue drone off the board. We'll do that into a barge, which is 1, 2. Then we'll do it into a direct blast, which would end the combo anyway, even if I add more cards. But that'll take the purple one off of the board. So it gets us a couple of points, like so. Means we don't have any cards left, which kind of sucks, but it'll be okay. It'll be all right. We live to fight another round, at least. Well, we live to fight another turn, because we don't know what these two are going to be doing on the next one. But we shall see. Okay. Not great, but getting there. Drones will activate for their second part of the round. And they get another move card. Okay, a barge. So they will do whatever is most useful for them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we have just lost, because both of those are going to do strikes on Farg on the next one. And yeah, oh well, let's play it out. Got to see how we go, because I've got no more attacks left. Actually, no, we haven't lost. We haven't lost, because Aglet is in position here to do a blast. So that gets taken off like so. So Farg will stay standing, but they will take 2 damage. So we'll do their final one. So I'll give it that barge card as well. Sorry, the old turns are racing by. So it will do a strike at least. Okay, so the dazzling blast, nothing will come of it, and Farg will take 2 damage, like that. All right, well, we got away with it. It wasn't great, but we got away with it. So like that. And now my hero, I think the good plan will be to just run down here as much as possible. So let's go for the move. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's out of line of fire of the pink drone. And depending on what cards I get, I could potentially pull off destroying this thing in a moment. All right, everything's good. Let's go to the next round. So, and like so. Okay. Let's bring the drones back in. Purple to there. Blue to here. Not what I really want, but hopefully we might get the cards we need to make it happen. Yellow goes up there. All right, so what I want to see when we draw cards is I would like a move and any kind of attack. Well, any kind of attack that lets me do 3 damage. So like a strike or a blast that lets me do like a normal amount of damage, because then I can do a blast on the blue one, because I, of course, am going to activate first. I can do a blast on the blue drone. I can then move and combo that into a... That's the word I'm looking for. Combo that into an attack. So yeah. Alternatively, there is of course the focused blast as well. If I pull that card, I can just use that straight off, because it ignores blocking characters, and at the minute the blue drone is blocking the generator underneath it. But if I destroy the blue generator, it will destroy the drone that's on top of it. That's what we want. All right. So let's see what we get. Draw 2 cards. Let's highlight them both. Welp, that's that plan. Slightly boned. Not terrible, though. We can get away with it. Let's activate our hero. Going first. Activate the hero, does a blast, takes the blue drone off the board. Because Farg is going to get knocked out, and that means that I have to try and attack something within range. Agla's way out of range down there. This is the only suitable target. This is going to get hit. So, yeah, it's a sacrifice. It sucks, but it's a thing that'll have to be done. Okay, so drones do their first, which is a focused blast. So that is exactly the card I would have loved to have seen. The pink drone will activate first, doing a strike on Farg, like so. Taking Farg out of play. Getting them another 4 points, so they're that far away from victory. But then, because I am very, very angry that Farg has been knocked, when Farg is bounced, the hero must immediately blast or strike a rival or friendly character. So, I'm going to, this is a target. I'm going to determine it's a friendly character, rival character. So I'm going to hit it for 3, which is enough to destroy it. Boom, done. And that was the blue one, yeah? Yeah, it was. Okay, so let's get some tokens. Cover that up. Because you're gone. You die, you die, you die. Now, it's not great, but it'll be fine. The focus blast thing here is not going to have any effect because these are just going to try and move into range of my hero. 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. And now it is my next turn. Now my hero is already activated, so this is going to be rough. I'm going to have to protect them. I mean, I could have Agla do a move, and that would get him to move 1 towards me, but that's not going to be enough. I would need like a sprint or something just to get me out, or a weave actually would be pretty good too. I basically got to make sure that my hero doesn't get hit. And the only way I'm going to make sure my hero is not going to get hit is by bringing my Mokon into play. So let's have Farg come in. We'll have Farg move 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can have Farg do a dual blast. Because I can move Agla up to do a throwing strike. And one hit is enough to take these take the drones out. So okay. Pink one comes off the board. Like so. And we're doing okay. We're still standing, and that's the most important bit. Next part of the turn is going to be rough as anything, but we're still standing. That's what matters. Okay. This could prove interesting. They will do their second activation. Card they get. If this is a blast, it's enough to wipe me off the board. And it's a forceful strike. Let's see how it goes. So full strike, strike, then move the target 1 space, ignoring grappling. Right, so purple is closest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't get to me because it already uses diagonal coming down there. 1, 2, 3, 4 can't get to me. Although a blast again is going to be lethal, and we do not want that. Oh, training was easy. Okay, so our last activation is going to be Agla. The option that I've got is I can move 1, 2, 3, 4 and destroy with a throwing strike. Moving my hero out of the way. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. We've got to just stay standing. That's all it is. So Agla's going to move. Agla does the warn, which means I can move 1 space towards them. So towards would either be here or here. I want to move them out of the way of this line of fire. Then Agla can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Combo that into the throwing strike, taking the purple drone off the board. Okay, pretty good with that. I don't know what I'm doing now. I was in the wrong one. They're on 14. I'm on 16 now. There we go. Again, points don't matter that much. Okay, so Agla is in the way. Oh, and that's actually all good because if this moves, it's going to move into grappling here. So we might get away with it. Let's see how it goes. They're actually on 18, aren't they? Because Far got knocked out and I did the lash out attack to destroy their generator. Okay. So that is correct. Right. So basically it's next destruction wins. Like I have to destroy this or this, and they have to destroy any of these. All right. Time for their final activation for the round. It's just a sprint. So they will always go for the hero if they can, and that gave them enough maneuverability to go around outside of the grapple zone there and get into grappling with the hero. So we're okay. All right, we live to fight another round. Good Lord. This one is a toughie, but we have a slight advantage now because there's only 2 active generators. Only 2 of these drones are going to come back in. So the pink one will spawn there. Purple one will spawn there. They are going to go first. The blue one is going to stay off the board until there is actually space for them to come back in. So we're relatively safe. I've just realized what's going to happen. They're going to go first. They're going to do a strike. They're going to take me out. And this will be over. All right, well, let's see what happens. Okay, we'll do the reset, even though, yes, this is all for naught, my friends, all for naught. Okay, though, it's a learning lesson, it's an experience, it's fine. Okay, so they will activate first. They get a card, and the card will be Focus Blast. Doesn't matter, that'll move 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll move 1, 2, 3, 4. That yellow one there is going to do a strike on my hero, which is enough to do 2 damage. Yoink and yoink. Gets them off the board. Gets them the points that they need. And it's game over. Sad face. Oh man, that was rough. That was a rough one. Good, but a rough one. Now, is there anything I could have done better there? I don't honestly think so. I think I played to the best of my abilities and just didn't. I didn't get the right cards at the right time. I think I survived as long as I could, and actually think I did pretty well at surviving and jumping around, and knocking trying to like do the little strategizing and planning down here to try and wipe out things as much as possible. If they'd got like a normal move, like a weave or something like that, on that previous turn instead of the sprint, the yellow drone wouldn't have been able to come down here and get me into a grapple and get me get the 2 points that they needed to be victorious. But they did, so that's it. It's fine. It's okay. All right. Okay. Should we do another one? I'm not feeling super great, but I'm up for doing another one. So let's do another one. Let's hit the magical restart button. We'll get things loaded up. We'll crack open a drink like that. And we'll let this thing load up and we'll see who we get. All right. Go back to the big old screen. Okay, so we've got Farg again this time and Nuok. So basically, every time we fire up the solo version, it brings up a random pair here. Okay, so these ones can go back into the bag like that. We'll just move the powers out of the way. Maybe I should be going for a power, trying to grab something, anything, desperately trying to get some sort of leverage, I guess, just to see how we can do. All right, so Farg's power we knew because we had it last time. When they get bounced, the hero has to immediately blast or strike anything that's around them. Covet is a little bit different. During a move action that Nuok performs, they may also target a rival hero within range. Discard a combo card, then take a combo card that has been discarded by that hero's controlling player. Now, very specifically, these things are not heroes. So, Nuok is basically here to do fighting in solo mode. Let's see how it goes. I guess. Let us spawn peoples. Yeah. I'm going to have my hero come into the bottom. And then we'll have them lined up like so. And let's shuffle these up and draw some cards. So we've got a weave, we've got a leap, and we've got a direct strike. Okay. It's not awful. You know, it's a nice range of stuff. I would sooner see one of these moves be turned into a blast or another strike, just so we can sort of like, you know, manipulate stuff around them. But yeah, I think this time I'm going to aim to run to the center of the board and get ourselves a power just so we can boost ourselves up a little bit. All right. I believe that is pretty much everything done for setup. So let's get this show on the road. We're going to let the drones go first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Actually, no, they're going to go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh, depending on, I should have drawn a card, of course. Oh, yeah, so they get a direct strike, none of which would be able to use it. So that is actually pretty good because that card is lethal in the wrong hands. The wrong hands being the drones. All right. What are we going to do? I mean, we could have Nuok run in and punch something. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could have Farg run in and punch this yellow one. I think it's all about protecting our hero. So let's have Nuok do the 1, 2, 3, 4. And just take him out. Take him out with a direct strike. Get out of here. Don't want to see you no more. Like so. Too many a little bit? There we go. Too much. There we go, that'll do it. Okay. So yeah, I want to clear a path as much as possible so I can get my hero up to here. Okay. So let's see how that will go. They are going to activate again, the drones. And we'll attempt to do diving blasts. Move 1, ignoring grappling, then blast with a force of -1. Okay, so they only do 2 damage. So if they do manage to get a hit on anybody, it's only going to do 1 hit. So they could go 1, 2, 3, and then activate diving blast to go there. So Farg is going to take 1 hit, like so. 1, 2, 3, and then they can also, they can go actually 4 and then do a diving blaster there, meaning that Nuhawk is going to take a hit as well, like so. And the purple drone is just going to do a standard move. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. Not bad, not great, but not bad. Let's activate Farg next, because they can take out the yellow drone. Will protect my hero, because remember, we just want to try and protect the hero as much as we can for this one. So Farg can just do a straight up blast, like so. Takes the yellow one off, out of play. We've actually got a couple of points on the board now already, so let's make that happen. Remember, we're tracking that because if I have fewer points when I get respawned back in with my hero, then that'll mean that I get to draw an extra card. All right. Now next. I mean, we could have also Farg move. You know, combo him into a getting a bit closer up here, up to the top, try and destroy something. No, do you know what? We'll hold on to it. We'll see if our hero can pull off something big and brash on the next set of turns. All right, drones will do the next one. There's only 2 of them left, and they are going to barge. So 1. Basically both going to go, so that'd be 1, 2, 3. They're both going to go and grapple with Nuhawk. Okay. All right. Again, not great because Nuhawk's probably going to get wiped in a second, but it's fine, such is life. Final activation is going to be my hero, who, seeing this tussle go off, cannot do anything about it because I'm not in line of sight or range to do any hits. So, but I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and hopefully draw a power on the next turn. All right, first round done and dusted. Reset, as is our want. Draw quick charge from stuff, because you always get 2 more at the start of a turn. Oh, yike. All right, well, we got a diving blast. It's an attack at least, but these 3 are not super useful. Let's bring back in the drones from their wipeouts on the first round. And let's see what we can do. All right, so if I go first, I can run straight up here. I can end my turn and get a power, which would be useful. Another thing I could do is have Nuhawk activate first. They could strike, do a barge, and then diving blast, which would actually protect both of those. So Ken in the chat suggests throw Farg in the fight, use the anger blast. I mean, yeah. I kind of want to hold on to Farg for a minute, just because Farg is out of danger at this point, and there's no way he's going to get wiped this round. Well, within the next couple of turns. because I want to sort of balance the thing of running into the middle so I can get myself a power versus trying to take as little damage as possible across all 3 characters. So yeah, okay, I'm going to do Nuhawk first. So we're going to activate first. Nuhawk will kick off with a strike, a purple one, like so. Nuhawk can then go into the barge, so move 1 or 2 spaces, ignoring grappling. You can move an adjacent character 1 space before you move. Okay, so let's do that. Get out of here. 1, 2, like so. And then, now, do I want to use the do I actually want to use the diving blast? Because this thing is just going to. I kind of want to keep the attack. I think I'll keep the attack. Just doing the blast, the strike rather, and the barge is enough to sort of get Nuhawk out of trouble and will not get them killed this round. So yeah, let's do that. Hold on to the attack that we've got. We can always manipulate these through our hero as well if we need to. All right. The drones go first. Well, go second rather, but they get their first activation. Leap and strike. Okay, move 1 space, ignore grappling, then strike with force -1. Okay. So yellow drone will just do a standard move. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can duck through that on my hero's activation to get the power. Yoink. So Nuhawk is going to take another hit, this time from the pink drone. And then it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. The leaping strike isn't enough to get within range, so the blue drone is done. Okay. Now is time, I think, to have my hero do a thing. So we're going to have them do just a standard move because I'm also going to do the strategize. So during this hero's move action, you can draw 1 card from the combat deck and put 1 card from your hand on top or bottom of your deck. The hero can't combo during its activation. That's fine. I just want them to move 4 spaces, like 1, 2, so they don't get grappled, 3, 4. We'll draw another card from the combo deck. Okay, a direct blast, which will do a lot of damage, which is nice. And I will put the weave on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so I know that the last card I'm going to be drawing from that stack is weave. Yeah. Okay. Now let's get a power. Now, my normal hero in the games that we're playing with Rory is level 4, so they can take any kind of power. I don't want to go massively OP on this one. So I mean, I could if I wanted to take a level 3 power if I wanted, but I think that would be pretty hectic. So instead, I'm going to take a level 2 power. Let's see what we draw. Like, obviously, hey, Michael, you should just give yourself the most advantages you can. It's just like, yeah, I know, but I also don't want to just absolutely destroy things. All right, let's see what we got. Ripple Blast. When you blast, you may divide the hits the target would receive between the target and any other adjacent characters. Okay. Redirect Strike. When you receive damage from a strike, you may give 1 to 2 damage you would normally receive to an adjacent character instead. Interesting. That would mean any time that the drones would strike me, they would basically explode. I'd still take a hit, but they would explode. And Ripple Strike again. Oh, sorry, Ripple Strike, not Ripple Blast. When you strike, you may divide the hits between targets, blah, blah, blah. I kind of like this, because that means if I throw myself into damage, if I throw myself into a situation, yeah, if they strike me, I will take a hit, but then they will blow up immediately. So I'm going to go for that one. It's going to make for some interesting times, shall we say. Okay, now I can't draw any more powers, but hope flows within me. And now we shall see how things go. All right. Okay, I'm reasonably happy with that. So let us have the drones do their next activation, which is a dazzling blast. Blast and move the target one space, ignoring grappling. Well, first of all, Nuhawk is going to take 2 hits, and it's going to get wiped off the board by the pink drone. Like so. The yellow drone is going to move into blasting range, and will do 2 damage on my hero. Moving them 1. The blue drone will move into blasting range, doing 2 damage on my hero. Yike. Moving them 1. And I can't get another power because I've already got one. All right. Now remember, the redirect strike is only from strikes. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. So those hits I just took, yeah, nothing. All right. Time for Farg to step up and do a thing. So let's have Farg move. I'm actually going to Farg move to there, because then I can do move 1, ignoring grappling, then blast with force -1, which means that I'm not in line of fire for the pink drone here. Take the blue one out, for sure. Get the heck out of here. Okay. And that will end the combo because there's nothing else I can do off of it. All right. Okay. Okay. Things are okay. Things are fine. My hero could get wiped off the board this turn, depending on what card gets drawn. This yellow drone is in quite a dangerous position, but it's part of the game, baby. Let's see what they get. Please be a move. It's a move! Nice! Okay. Pink drone's going to grapple Farg. Yellow drone is going to grapple my hero. They're both going to take some serious damage on the next turn, but the fight ain't over yet. Okay. Like so. And that's the end of the round, so let's reset everything one more time. Okay, let's get ourselves a couple of cards. Focus Blast and the Leaping Strike. Okay, so that's the sort of card set I like, because it means I can do a move, an attack, a move, and another attack, which is, you know, pretty much what we're going to need to get ourselves out of a not great situation. Purple drone comes back in there. Blue drone comes back in there. Yike. All right, this is going to hurt. Yeah, this is going to hurt a lot. So let's see how we can get out of it, because that's what the solo mode's about, puzzling our way out of a bad situation. They will activate first. They draw a card as per normal. The yellow drone does a strike on my hero, takes them off the board, which is enough to give them 6 points. So they're now up on 10. That's okay. When my hero comes back in, I will get to draw another card, so that is okay. Farg also gets struck, this time by the pink drone. And we were literally one hit away from losing. Because if all three of them get wiped off the board at the same time, then it's a total party kill and you are out. These two... Do you know what? It doesn't matter. Because with the Focus Blast here, bump, bump, bump. That is enough for Farg to get absolutely wrecked. So Blast, ignoring blocking characters, bump, 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 bump. That is enough to take Farg off the board. All three of my characters are gone. That was an absolute kicking. Well, that took like 15 minutes. Ouch. Oi, oi, oi. I came into this thinking I was going to do all right, but no. Oh, God, no, not today. That was rough, y'all. Yikes. I mean, yeah, it's training mode. That's what happens. Sometimes you're going to do well last week. Sometimes you're going to do not as well this week. But man, ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. That was rough. Yeah, that was super rough. Oh, man. I'm sort of like looking at the board state and saying, is there anything I could have done about it? But no, that combination of the drones getting the Focus Blast and being able to shoot through other drones is, yeah, that's pretty hectic, y'all. Oh, man. I mean, fun. I enjoyed it. I still really, really enjoyed the solo mode of the game. But man, yeah, I feel like I've been sort of like taken out back and shot. Good Lord, that was pretty brutal. Let's have another look at that board again. Yeah, there's like literally nothing I could do. I mean, yeah, thanks for the support, Ken. Cheers, mate. Cheers, buddy. Yeah, even my power was not super useful because it's still, you know, it would have just wiped the yellow one off of the board, but yeah, nothing else. It's yikes. All right, I'm going to draw it to a close there, I think. Go and sit in a corner and wonder what I'm doing wrong. Playing badly. Don't forget, you can follow us pretty much everywhere across the board at We Are Hub Games. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of the good stuff. You can also find me as well. I'm just at Idle Michael. And you can join me tomorrow as well for my design stream, which is at twitch.tv/Idle Michael, should you so desire, where I'll be learning Nandek. Yikes. I've got my laptop here, ready to download it after I finish the stream here now. But yeah, it's going to be good. Don't forget as well, every morning at 10 a.m. GMT on Twitch, Rory is going through Prisma Arena versus Untold, basically making the story of Prisma Arena, the animated series, which is a thing we would like to do one day, of course. But yeah, he's evoking this incredibly powerful, huge universe, and it is a lot of fun, sort of like watching him sort of create things on the fly. In this fantastic game that we've made. And yeah, it's very, very cool. So you can see that every morning. And it also is, of course, on YouTube as well if you want to do the old catch-up. For now, though, yeah, I think I'll draw it to a close. Have a good rest of your day, wherever you are, whatever time it may be. And yeah, we'll see you soon. Be good.